Welcome back to Rules of Engagement. Got one quick question for you guys. It's from a Terran player who is saying, you know what? When I play Terran, and I'm playing Terran Mirror, and I go scout, I can tell what to look for because I see their base, I know what it means because I build the same buildings. But when I play a Protoss or a Zerg, I can't tell what they're doing for my scout because I don't actually know what buildings mean what, having no experience with Protoss and Zerg. So the short answer to that question is the way to know what a certain scout means is Bayesian probabilities, right? But I'm not going to leave you guys with that because that's a little confusing. The longer answer, the more informative one, is to explain what that means. And so what you do is every time you scout your opponent and you don't know what exactly they're doing, what you then do is you just play the game out however you want to. Doesn't matter. Don't worry about winning or losing. Go back into the game and then see and then watch the replay and see what they had and what it turned into and write that down. The important thing here is to not take that as fact that every time you scout that certain thing, that's what it means. The important thing is to know it could mean this, and you write it down. And then you keep doing that time and time again, and you get a list of basically things that you scout, things that happened later in the game, or shortly after that from that scout, like within the next few minutes. And then as you make that list, you can start saying, okay, it seems like there's a correlation. There's a very strong tendency that when I see this, they're going this. When I see this, they're going this. And then you can update that. Like, let's say 3 games in a row, you scout a certain thing, and it means they're going 4-gate. But then you scout the same thing, and you say, okay, it always means they're going 4-gate. But then you play a bunch more games, and you scout that same thing, and you don't get 4-gated. Now you need to update your probability to say, okay, it means they might 4-gate or they might not, but it means there's a strong likelihood to 4-gate. And that's to kind of update your scouting knowledge. That's one way to do it. The other way to do it, of course, is to just test out the other races a bit yourself, play them a bit, and then you can see, okay, if I'm a Protoss and I want to go Stargate, right? All of a sudden, I need to get a gateway and then a side core. I need to get a couple of units to defend, then a Stargate, and then I can get my Stargate minutes by 7 minutes if I get 2 sentries and then the rest zealots at the top of my ramp. So you do that, and then when you play Terran, you see 2 sentries and a bunch of zealots at the top of the ramp, you're like, okay, he's going Stargate, because I know that's what it takes to go Stargate. And it seems like it's kind of a shot in the dark. One way you can do to make it a little more efficient is every time you think of what you're scared of, you say, okay, I'm scared of DT rush. Then you just do DT rushes, you play Protoss, do a couple of DT rushes, get those replays, look at them. Or have a friend who plays Protoss, ask him to do DT rushes, send you the replays, look at them, and that's how you can kind of see the way the build progresses, at what points in time, what they will have doing the certain build. So thank you guys for listening to this question and answer section. We'll be back again tomorrow with Mechanics of the Bazaar at 7 Eastern. Before that, we're going to have a Heart of the Storm free-for-all at 5 Eastern. See you guys tomorrow.